you is, are you ready to accept the call of a mentor?
Verse that we're talking about. One of his disciples said to him, Lord, teach us to pray, just as John also taught his disciples. So it says, one of his disciples said to him, Lord, teach us to pray, as John also taught his disciples. And what I got out of this is how close you had to be to Jesus to walk up to him and say, can you teach me how to do this?
Yeah.
When we talk about relationship, what is your relationship to Christ where you can just walk up and just imagine Jesus is praying and the scripture says when he finished, they didn't interrupt his prayer. They said when he finished, one of the disciples walked up to him and said, Lord, teach us to pray, as John also taught his disciples. Just think about that closest, that relationship, that access that his disciples had to him in order to just walk up to him and say, can you teach us how to do that?
Yes, I want to do that too.
I want to do that too. And it's
and I want to do it like you.
Right. And his disciples are so close, living with him, walking with him. They're close to him. They know him. And it's just like us. How do we know him if we don't
fellowship with him? We don't sit and talk with him.
Sit and talk with him.
Yeah.
And fellowship
we don't
with him.
hang out together.
And that's what the disciples did. They talk with him and they fellowship with him and they sup with him, ate with him, and that's how you get close to someone. Recently, we had lunch with a couple Sundays ago. We just sat down and we talked and we had lunch. No agenda. We just took up some time at that table and the people probably was ready for us to go.
We just kept talking to each other.
We learned more about one another, and that's we were talking about relationship and closeness. Everything that they did, then this entire prayers we'll talk more about the prayer next week. Is birthed out of relationship. Jesus and his disciples had close, loving relationship. If you have a loving relationship, a close relationship, it's just like our kids. When our kids walk in the house, like last night, I was just sitting in the living room and my husband and oldest son walked in the house, and my oldest son doesn't live here anymore, but he walked in first.
Yeah.
And my husband walked in behind him. That's access. That's close relationship.
That's good. That's a good example. That's close. And he actually had the code to the door to walk right in. Right. So much so that I could tell when I came behind, my wife's like, oh. Hey. She thought it was me. Hey, she didn't get frantic. She just like, oh, what a surprise. Hey, my relationship, my other part of my relationship is here. Like, it's good to have you. He walks right over to his mom and bends over and kisses her. I put my keys down and then I come over and kiss her. See, that's relationship.
That's relationship.
They said that, the Word of God says that they were in close relationship. That means they hung out together. There's some of us even on this line tonight, we're in close relationship together. When we don't see each other, we miss each other. When we see each other, we want to hug each other. We want to talk to each other, laugh together. And I imagine for the disciples and Jesus to be hanging out like that, they had to have some fun times too, listening to music together, praying together, fasting together, joking together, fishing together, those type things. So
exactly. From that relationship where a disciple can get up and walk over to Jesus and say, teach us how to pray. He didn't say, can you teach us how to pray? He said, Lord, teach us how to pray.
Yeah.
And Lord, teach us how to pray. And informal and loving came the question, teach us how to pray. But it wasn't actually a question. It was, Lord, teach us how to pray just as John also taught his disciples. Right? And it was like, it wasn't demanding. No. It was like,
it was loving.
It was loving and it was out of a need. Right? It was out of a need. So we talk about the relationship that we have with Jesus. Consider this. What will be birthed out of your relationship with Jesus? Okay? That's called testimony. What's going to be birthed out of your relationship with Jesus? Because our brother Blake spoke on Sunday. He was talking all about this relationship. He was candid and just open and talking about how his closeness to the Lord has brought light and brought different things. So that's one of the things that you can say. What is going to be birthed out of your relationship to Jesus? It could be a beautiful family. It could be an awesome ministry, business. It could be
correction that you can
right.
you can take it and know that it's Jesus given to you in love.
But given that, what are you grateful for out of that relationship that you have with Jesus? It's amazing. Health, strength. All of that comes out of our relationship with him. And with the list can go on and on.
Yeah.
So in the chat that we have today, tell us something that has been birthed or can be birthed out of your relationship with Jesus.
Yeah. I heard a brother sharing a testimony about his wife and how he had just kind of made it along the way to ask her to marry, and his relationship had gotten to a place that it was kind of stagnant, and then it just came into a place with God where it was close enough for God to say, hey, you ain't gonna get to marry my daughter until you line up with me completely. That's relationship. Like that you can take a correction from God. And I heard this brother testifying, and I'm paraphrasing, but I heard him testifying how, no, God told me if you don't do right, you will not marry this woman, my daughter. And if you don't line up, so you had to be, so he began to strengthen his relationship with Christ. He began to walk with him where he could, because that could have been like, well, so what, God, I'm out. But the closeness had gotten to a place that was getting closer and closer enough for to say, look here, we done got so close that I can see some imperfections. I can see some things that you off, that some things that you need to work on so that it doesn't pollute my daughter.
Come on. And I'm just thinking, I'm in my right mind because of my relationship with Jesus.
Come on.
Right? I'm my kids are healthy, thank the Lord. My husband's healthy. Just thinking about the things that come out of a closeness with him, a loving relationship with him. And I don't see anybody putting in the comments, but I'm sure, let me say it again. Maybe they didn't hear me.
Maybe they didn't hear you, babe.
Okay, let me say it again. Put in the chat what will be birthed or what has been birthed out of your relationship with Jesus.
Don't tell us about your next door neighbors, your cousins, your friends. Tell us about what has been birthed out of your relationship with Jesus. Like God, if I wasn't close enough, I wouldn't have heard God tell me not to go that way. But maybe maybe nobody can hear us out there. Can y'all still hear us?
Maybe not.
If you're anywhere in Facebook land.
Because if we are in walking with him and we're in relationship with him, then this should be a ticker tape.
Yeah.
Just kind of going.
It really should be.
Yeah, just kind of going. So we'll wait.
We're gonna tarry right here for a moment.
Tarry right here.
Tell us some things that you know that if it were not for your relationship with God, you just know that man, God, I thank you. I honor you for that. Somebody give us a thumbs up that you can still hear us. Shout out to us that you can still see us and hear us in there. So you can't. This is one of them Bible studies. You can't be cooking, can't be tending to the kids. You got to be focusing and paying attention to walk on through being, so we can do it all together. And so I'm assuming we can still be heard. So let's keep on moving, baby. Maybe they'll catch up and add some stuff in there in just a little bit.
Okay, if you say so, because I was gonna tarry for a while. Relationship with Jesus is number one in prayer. You're not following a ceremony. It's relationship. I heard somebody say, well, I'm not very religious. And the other person say, yeah, Jesus isn't religious either. It's not about religion. It's about relationship. And you are not memorizing or reciting. You are not just memorizing or reciting a written prayer. We do have the Lord's Prayer, which we have memorized, but it's not just that. It's not just that. You are simply talking and fellowshipping with him. You're making room for him. You're sitting with him. You're talking to him. I mean, some of the smallest things. You talking about relationship. I remember one time I asked the Lord, I'm like, I want to cook something really different for my family. Lord, I don't know what to cook. Can you tell me what to cook? Never forget about that recipe he gave me. And to this day, I still make it and didn't read it anywhere. Nobody told me about it. He told me about it. That's what I'm talking about with relationship.
Mm-hmm.
He hears you and loves you and speaks to you. He hears you, loves you, speaks to you. As we speak to him, he's speaking back. Sometimes when we talk to him, he just wants us to be quiet and listen. Right? If we are talking the whole time or praying the whole time, we can't hear what he's saying.
Right.
We can't hear what he's saying. So,
they said there's at least 5 responses in there, but we don't see them.
I don't see him. Okay. Okay. Good.
Teach on, baby.
I will teach on. Yeah, I can't see them. Yeah. It says 5.
I already did it.
Okay. So, New King James Version from James 4:8. Just going to read some scriptures to you all. James 4, verse 8. New King James says, "Draw near to God, and he will draw near to you. Cleanse your hands, you sinners, and purify your hearts, you double-minded." Draw near to God, and he will draw near to you. Right? Again, talking about this closeness. He will draw near to you. It's almost like if you draw near to God, he's going to draw near to you. He's like, oh, you want to be in a relationship with me? Okay, let's do that.
That's right.
Right? Let's look at that. John 15:15 says, "No longer do I call you servants, for a servant does not know what his master is doing, but I have called you friends." Again, relationship.
Yeah. "For
all things that I heard from my Father, I have made known to you." What I heard, because you're my friend and I'm in relationship with you, what I heard from my Father, I will let you know. I will share it with you. And then New King James Version, Psalm 63:1 says, "Oh God, you are my God. Early will I seek you. My soul thirsts for you. My soul thirsts for you." That means I want to sit. I ain't seen you so long.
I need to be with you.
Right?
Sometimes I tell my wife, and I'll go to work or she'll go another direction or something, and then when I talk, I say, "Babe, I ain't seen you in like 4 hours. We ain't talked, and don't you know I miss you?" She's like, "Babe, it's only been 3 or 4 hours, but it's like, man, I miss you. Like, I need to be around you." And that's how this scripture is talking about. The relationship is so strong with us, oh God, or I desire for it to be so strong that I'm thirsty for you. I'm hungry for you. I can't get my throat is like dry, like cardboard, because I need you. I need you to spill on me. I need you to sit with me. And as we gonna walk through this, you'll start seeing, as you start calling out to the Lord like that, He'll quench every thirst.
Yeah.
He'll fill every hungry part of your body.
It says, "My flesh longs for you in a dry and thirsty land," like you were just explaining, honey, "where there is no water." That's thirsty.
That's dry.
That is dry, and that is definitely thirsty. So that's Psalms 63:1. We're in such close relationship with Christ that that when we don't spend time with him, we miss him. We miss sitting down with him. We miss talking to him. That's that thirst piece. Jeremiah 29:13, "And you will seek me and find me." I'm not hiding. I'm not hiding from you.
Yeah.
"You will seek me and you will find me." When you search for me with all your heart, you're going to find me.
Yeah. I gave my wife an example when we were studying this. I said, babe, there's certain times like she may run up the step and she may hide, but she's really wanting me to come find her. But I got to put a little work into it. I got to get up out the chair. I got to go up the step or whatever it is that she's hiding, or I may hear a voice or something of that nature. It's the same with God. Like, for him to say, "Seek me," and you will find me. Not seek me and I'm gonna hide forever. Seek me means that's an action. Seek means get up. That means get up at 6 a.m. and go to prayer. Or that means before you go to bed, drop on your knees and pray. Or that means open your word and seek me, look me and see, and I'm gonna allow you to find me. That's what that's saying. That means to get to this place where you're saying, man, I haven't sat with my God today. And it may be, for you, it could be a simple space in the couch. It might be a little place that you sit. But there's different things that you can read or talk about where you make that special place for you and God. He'll be there waiting on you.
Thank you for listening to our podcast today, The Call of a Mentor. If you'd like to leave a positive comment, or if you'd like to be on our show, please give us a call at 757-737-8714, or you can drop us a text message. You can also email us at communityservant85@yahoo.com. We look forward to hearing from you.
The Call of a Mentor is a production of MarriageMAPP Ministries and EOVBAA in association with Overwhelming Victory Radio. Our executive producers are Dwight and Angela McDowell and Dr. Greg Glenville, with Andrew Fouts as our associate producer. To find out more about Overwhelming Victory Radio or to listen to any of our sister podcasts, visit overwhelmingvictory.org.